But this means our two cats walk into a bar story has come to a natural conclusion at 3 minutes. And that seems a bit short, doesn't it? And the cat says, yes, I suppose it does. How is that our problem? Not our problem at all. What are we? What are we here? Just fodder for some thing on the internet. What even is the internet? Do you know what the internet is? And the barman says, as a matter of fact, yes, I do. It's an international network of computers that was originally built for military purposes. Presumably someone set up a network whereby you could press a button at one end, and at the other end of the world, it pulls the trigger on a gun and shoots somebody or something. I presume that's what it does. And the cat says, I see the limitations of your knowledge now. And the barman says, what do you mean? And the cat says, well, I see you're pretty much just guessing at how the internet works. I mean, you've a fair idea in principle of what the internet is, but not what it does. There is nobody pressing a button at one end and causing a gun to go off by the button pulling a trigger at the other. For one thing, that would be fly-by-wire technology, like what they have on a plane. And that's quite sophisticated. You wouldn't want that on the internet. Would you want fly-by-wire technology on the internet? And the barman says, there's no flying involved. Although I suppose the Wi-Fi signal flies through the air. But it's not really flying, is it? It's not like it's flapping its wings or anything. In fact, not even a plane flaps its wings. Why do planes have wings but not flap them? That's ridiculous. They have flaps built into them that do important stuff, but the wings themselves don't flap. Someone thought, oh no, that's a bit much. I know we're trying to copy the idea of flight that birds do. But no, having the whole winged flapping, that's just a bit much. I mean, next we'll have to have a proper tail with feathers on it and a beak and eyes. And now that you mentioned it, some of the bigger jumbo jets kind of look like the front bit looks like it could be a bird's head because it comes up in a hump at the front. There's the bow front. Or is that Concorde I'm thinking of? I don't know. I'm sure there's jumbo jets where it kind of sticks up at the front. It looks like a kind of top of a bird's head coming out of it. But there's no feathers or anything. Feathers probably wouldn't help on a plane because it's unpredictable how they move. Everything on a plane needs to be as predictable as possible. You can't set your feathers to flap to 85 degrees or 70 degrees or wherever you've calculated based on the weight of the plane and how much fuel you have and what speed you need to be going to reach the airport. No, but somehow birds seem to do it, so I suppose that's true. Birds don't need runways though, that's the other thing. Why do birds not need runways? Or maybe they do. Maybe they do need runways and they're making do. Maybe every landing and takeoff a bird ever does is a huge thing to them. They think, oh Christ, I have to do another crash landing. Every time I take off now, I end up having to do a crash landing because runways for birds haven't been invented. These people studied us for 100 years and built these mechanical planes and runways based purely on our ability to fly, but it never occurred to any of them to let us use runways. No, they expect us to just behave like helicopters. Birds are expected to behave like helicopters, which probably feels very unnatural to them. They probably, taking off and landing like a helicopter probably feels very unnatural to a bird. I bet you back in the dinosaur era, you had natural runways then, because a natural runway is just a load of empty space with no people going around getting in the way. Basically everything was like that in those